sunshines. Happy Monday, the 11th of December 2023. It is after school. I had these grand thoughts of like recording before school, and that didn't happen. So, oh, my pillow is naked. Sorry, naked pillow. Um, Hi. It's after school. I had a really good day. Like, it was really good. And, on Mondays, we do morning assembly, but it's during my prep. So I don't go because I need my prep time. Um, because I get like I don't get prep the same way that homeroom teachers get prep. Does that make sense? So, um, so I need my prep. Well, anyway, today I was honored for my 5-year anniversary at the company. How exciting is that? And I got a new mug, which is cool. Um, and a Starbucks gift card for a coffee on them, so it's probably like a $5 gift card, right? Like that's the thought of a cost of coffee from Starbucks. I don't know. I didn't check to see how much it was, but next time we go to Starbucks, I'll use that. For those of you who don't know why that's funny, it's because my littlest is obsessed with Starbucks. Like, obsessed. She loves Starbucks. So yeah, that was really cool. I didn't really work on anything crafty so far today. It's almost 5 in the PM, and I am really, really considering taking a nap. Like, I felt pretty good all day. I thought it was a pretty good day, but the fatigue just hit me. I watched like the last 10 minutes of a Fantasy High episode that I started yesterday, and now I think I need a nap. I probably actually need to eat, but I might take a nap first. So I'm gonna read The Narrow Road Between Desires. I think I have about 50 pages left. I stayed up way too late reading it. I'm a very slow reader. Very slow. It's only like 220 pages or something. Um, but I can only read about the speed of speech. So I can't read that fast. So I think I'm gonna read that. Excuse me, and maybe take a little nap. That might be what's going on. And then wake up and do laundry and eat and stuff. I'm so tired. I saw a meme, which I don't know if it's true or not, but it said that in um in winter you need about 2 to 2.5 more hours of sleep a day, which I totally believe. Back in the day, once a time when I was a stay-at-home mom, and my best friend and I would hang out because she lived not an hour away. She lived like 20 minutes away. I would drop off my kids. We'd go, like we'd get together. This is our typical hangout day. We'd get together, and then we'd go to breakfast, and then we'd like have an episode of a show playing, and we would do whatever we were doing next to each other, like journal or read, or this was back before we were both studying. I don't even remember what we did in those times. And then we would take a nap. Every single time. Every single time in the cold months. So, yeah, I miss that life. I miss being able to take a midday nap every day. Excuse me. So, yeah, I might take a nap. I might not. I might just lay here and read for a little bit and then feel more energized because I will have rested, but we shall see. I'll let you know. Hi. I finished The Narrow Road Between Desires, including the the author's note. I'm not taking a nap. You see this guy? He was being such a tease. He was like, no, I don't want to take a nap with you. I don't want to be your best friend. What a liar. I don't think I'm going to take a nap. Maybe. It's getting kind of late for a nap. It's almost 6. Oh, excuse me. And at that point, it's like, am I going to take a nap from 6 to 8 and then be up until midnight? Or am I just going to fall asleep at 6 and then wake up at like 3 and then be up? So probably not going to nap. Probably going to rest a little bit more before doing things. But now I need to decide what book I want to read next. And while I thought it was going to be A Slow Regard for Silent Things, because I love that book so much, now I kind of want to save it for winter break and like just look forward to it because I love it so much. And I haven't read it in a really long time. Like 8 years or something. I read it when it first came out. So whenever that was. So I haven't read it in a long time. And it's not a story in like the traditional sense. There's not like action. Oh, let me deal with children. Like there's not action. Things don't happen. It's like I guess if I had to liken it to anything, it would be like watching a day in the life vlog. Like it's enjoyable in just its story about a girl alone in her own space. It's basically what it's about, and I love it so much. I think I'm gonna save it. So what do I want to read? Which one? I kind of don't want to start Priory of the Orange Tree. But I kind of do. And I feel like Milk and Honey is just something that I'll just devour, but would be best to read over break also. So, I don't know. Oh, look at this very handsome gentleman. Okay? He's a very handsome guy. Look at you. You're very handsome. You're very perfect. You don't come cuddle with me very much anymore. I feel like maybe you're jealous of the kitten. What's going on in your ear? Did you and the kitten scrap a little? You did. Well, that's gonna happen sometimes. Look how handsome you are. He's a very handsome kitten. Just not a kitten. Very distinguished. Am I embarrassing you by putting you on camera? Maybe. Give kisses to the camera. That's very sweet. Yes, it was very nice. Say hello, all the viewers. I think I'm gonna try to go to sleep. It's like 8:15. I've not done anything this evening. Not even had dinner because I just Also, I started reading A Court of Thorns and Roses. I'm not very far, like 10 pages maybe. I don't anticipate, excuse me, getting very far because I am quite sleepy. But, you know, it probably won't get past page 20. But look at this blanket. My mom made this for my littlest right after we moved back to Michigan. No, did she make it? No, I think she made it when we still lived in Kentucky. She made these pinwheel blankets for all of her grandkids. I think this is the only one survived because I know that my oldest kiddo's was torn up by a dog because one of the kids put it in the dog crate at one point. The same thing happened with my sister's oldest kiddo. It's possible the other two survived. The other two blankets. I don't know. But my daughter, excuse me, stole my preferred winter blanket. So I stole her blanket. Blah. But it's fine. When we wash bedding again, I will take my blanket back. So rude of her. All right, friends. See you again tomorrow. Bye for now. Good morning, sunshines. Happy December 11th, 2023. Today I'm going to be even less nitty productive than normal because my youngest kiddo is staying after school for cheer tryouts. So I'm staying after school and I'm going to be doing like teacher things, not knitting things. So yeah. It's fine. It's not like I'm showing you a ton of knitting content during the week anyway, right? We're used to this. This is fine. But I do have some things to show you. First up, today's socks. These are, I think I knit these with a modified short row heel, I think, by Julia Swart. I don't remember 100%. But they're for me. And the yarn was the Shepherd's Pie colorway by Fiber Nymph Dye Works, which is just fun because they're irregular stripes and I like them a lot. They're just vanilla. They're gonna be in my boots today. I'm wearing a dress. I got new tights yesterday. They're so cute. I got 5 pairs of tights yesterday because I really like tights. This is the only not black pair. I got 2 pairs of this though, one in gray and one in black. So I have that, and then here is that sock that I left at school. I did this some last week, some this week. So that's where I was. I am 3 rounds away from the heel. So hopefully we'll be starting the heel today. That would be good. We'll see. And I started reading A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. I'm only 4 chapters in, so not very far. Excuse me. It hasn't hooked me yet, but you know, I'm only like 20-something pages in, 30-something pages in. We'll see. It's very, very highly lauded on Book Talk, so hopefully it lives up to the hype. But yeah, I started reading it. I was having analysis paralysis over which book to read first, and my work wife and I were texting, and so I sent her a picture with the Priory of the Orange Tree and a Court of Thorns and Roses, but only their spines, not their covers. She was like, oh, a Court of Thorns and Roses, that sounds like it could be fun or devastating. And I was like, well, it's all about fae and it's supposed to be spicy. And she was like, oh, so fun, you should read that one. So that's what I'm reading. That's not what my work wife sounds like, by the way. It's not what her voice sounds like at all. That's just my general storytelling voice for other people's voices. Yeah. So I'm gonna read that. And again, worst case scenario, if I don't like it, I'll give it to my sister. So, okay, I'm gonna get ready for work. Hey sunshines, I totally forgot today was going to be a super long day because school. My littlest had cheer tryouts, so I just stayed at school. I don't live very far away from school, but like it felt really pointless to leave and then have to like leave, come home, start something, then I have to take myself back to school when I could just work on things at school. So, excuse you. That's my blocking mat. So rude. So I did some paperwork and then my students like to make deals with me. Okay, so actually what my students want is for me to make them things all the time. And if I was a classroom teacher, it might be different. I might be like, sure, I'll make anybody anything, but I'm not, and I have 500 students, and so I can't just start saying, yes, I'll make you whatever. Pause. He's gonna go do other shenanigans now. Kittens being kittens, what can you do? What was I talking about? Oh, so last year, this kid and I made a deal that if he didn't get a color change at all for the third trimester, that means like if I didn't have to write him up for the third trimester, I would make him a hat. Actually, I think it was for the whole year, like the second and third trimesters. So this year, like the second week of school, he was like, can we make a deal? And I was like, what kind of deal? He said, if I don't get any color changes, will you fix my squid hat? What's wrong with your squid hat? He was like, well, it has some rips in it. And I was like, okay, I will do my very best to fix your squid hat. So the seams it doesn't have rips in it. The seams are coming loose in a few places. So I sewed up one of the seams today and there's more cheer tryouts, so I'll be doing that again tomorrow. So I think that was the whole point of the story, was that I sewed up a seam. But honestly, I would have just fixed that, because it's gonna, like, overall total, it'll probably take me 20 minutes, maybe 30, to fix all the seams, versus if I'm making a whole thing for somebody, right? Like, kids don't have any concept of knitting time or crochet time. So anyway, yeah, did that today. But anyway, it's gonna be long because I ordered tickets for my oldest kiddo and I to go to the movies tonight. We are going to see, I think it's called The Boy and the Heron. It's a Studio Ghibli movie. It's the first new Studio Ghibli movie in a while. And it feels very cool because my oldest kiddo is a high schooler, and instead of like seeing if their friends wanted to go or something, my kiddo asked me if I wanted to go see it. That feels very cool because I know that those moments aren't going to happen for a lot longer. Like, my littlest is still going to ask me if I want to go to the movies for a few more years, but my oldest, I don't know. So I'm going to do that, and I need to figure out what I'm going to take to work on. Like, do I want to take... I don't really have anything to work on. If I had thought about it while I was at school, I have a project that's like cast on, but it's just kind of a backup in case I forget to bring a project to school. It's a tube sock and it's 2x2 rib. So if I had thought about it, I would have grabbed it. I also left the sock at school. I have to do the heel. I'm like half a round away from the heel flap. The green sock. I have gray yarn to make myself a hat, so maybe I'll cast on a hat, or maybe I'll take the corner to corner blanket and crochet on that, since it's, you know, just very small right now. But I don't have a lot of time to figure it out because the movie starts pretty soon. I don't know. Analysis paralysis. Hey, sunshines. All right, so I'm home. The movie was okay. Definitely not my top 5 Studio Ghibli movies, but not bad. Just, I don't know. Maybe it was too late in the day, or maybe I think it's just not my type of movie. Like, the animation was great, and I don't know. It's just, nothing about it was like, oh yeah, that's, like, I didn't particularly love any character or anything like that. Look at this handsome guy. Look at you. Just very handsome. Just a very perfect kitten. Oh, Frappuccino's he's jealous right now. What are you doing? Hi. Is he jealous? Is he jealous that I'm petting him? Oh, just very angry. Just very jealous. Hi. You don't want me to pet you. You just don't want me to pet him. Ridiculous. Kittens, I tell you. Anyway. The best thing, though, was that I got home and my oldest kiddo was like, we should do this more often. To which I said, how often do I invite you to things? And you're like, no, I don't want to do that. Oh, yeah, I guess that happens a lot. Yeah, it happens a lot. Rude. But yes, I would totally do these things more often. What, a little? Frappuccino is so jealous right now. Okay, I'm going to put down the phone so I can pet both cats at the same time, and Frappuccino can stop being a butt. And this is what I took to the movies. So as the movie was starting, I cast on this hat, and I did 2x2 ribbing until I was like, that's long enough for a hat. And then I probably could have knit most of this hat in the movies, except I decided I wanted a cable detail. I just did the first cable cross. And I was like, oh, that's going to be too hard to do in a movie. So that's fine. I have a hat that's going to have a cable. It's going to be cute. I just can't do that in a movie theater. But I did also bring this blanket, which is crazy because I have a giant skein of white yarn. Hold on. Let me grab it. So it's one of those, I mean, it's not giant, but it's, it's big. And I had that in my purse. And I used up this remnant of yarn. It's actually the inside and the outside of a ball held together. And I had to untangle it twice in the movie. So I did bring other little remnants of yarn. They're in my Totoro bag because I thought that was fitting to go see The Boy and the Heron. And it's got other yarn remnants in there. But I didn't add another one. So yeah, that's what that looks like. And I don't need this. I mean, I don't need this done ever, but I have a couple months to get this done. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. I need to start winding down though, because it's definitely past my bedtime and I am not at all tired. So I'm going to put my crafty things away. I am going to take off my eye makeup and I'm going to read some of A Court of Thorns and Roses. I will see you all tomorrow. Bye for now, friends.